Hi, how you doing? So today I'll be doing my presentation on when asked what I learned in elementary school, being busted from Mattapan to Wesley by math. I want to apologize in advance if you hear my daughter in the background making a lot of noise. Sorry. Um, but however, the poem is really long, as you can see, but I really like the poem. So I'll just begin. So it starts off with what they think is appropriate to treat black hair like a pregnant woman's belly. Question: if larger nostrils enhance breathing, probe my legs for extra calf muscles. Under skin, our teacher said, doesn't bruise because she can't see the blood. Screams beneath, I learned to tolerate the frumpy lies of well-intentioned white women, bosoms, havings, eyes liquid with Reaganomics, Willie Hawthorne, and how they imagine my parents a crack whore mother and a prison father, and their Masonic attempts to save me from my stable home. I learned to master. Simon says skills to be a chameleon, to code switch, to bite my tongue instead of theirs, to make excuses for them, yet allow awkwardness to paint circles around heads. Actually, what I prefer to be called: colored, Negro, African American, black. Never landed on my name. I learned to execute. The affirmative action of elementary arithmetic. Effort squared times x equaled equity. The history is an art painted in primary colors. White supremacy, white privilege, white fragility. The darker shades are plucked out, passed over. Crayons reserved for trees, rocks, dirt, that undertale struggle to sing. Through the cacophony of the single story, slavery, civil rights, poverty, muting a tenant tenth that I should be grateful I learned to accept. That Cohen and Carlitz were nigger names before my orange bus replaced their yellow stars. That kids say the darnest things when grandparents remember that's all. Unlike other whose ancestors held whips or felt pilgrim pride in the face of fallen feathers, I learned to endure the cultural appropriation of slang, where every Bobby and Becky becomes my brother, my sister, with teeth clenched, lips parted, hoping for the day they can reclaim my nigga. I learned to drink the cafeteria's chocolate milk, my back wall brace, to never trust sudden movements, to fight for every inch of slide and swing. Even paper machete, turtled I couldn't have created on my own. To recite today a good day, to die. Every day down checkered halls to my seat beside the office secretary. She who understood the intersection of round pegs and square holes, to enjoy solitary confinement recess, to admire ants who rebuild their lives after every collapsing storms, are malicious, white sneakered. I learned that they think I can't swim. And so, like I said, I really do like this poem. This poem's kind of remind me of Taryn Head's sonnet when I guess he was making fun of this of a sonnet, as in the metric lines of it, but he kind of talked about a common stereotype with black people eating watermelons. He repeated the line, the whole sonnet. The line has said, "I caught watermelons in a smile," if I'm not mistaken. But I think that Matt and Taryn Hayes are kind of similar, only because they talk about common stereotypes. In this poem, some of the common stereotypes is a very big one is can't swim. Like black people can't swim when some black people can actually swim. Another one is an imprisoned father. An imprisoned father is very common. Is a very common stereotype. Also is that basically the stable home thing, like most black people doesn't have a stable home, when that is actually not the case. Most do have stable homes. They just make the best of what they have, you know. But like I said, I think this poem is really straightforward. It doesn't use a lot of metaphors or anything. It's not hard to understand. It's very easy, and I think everyone can connect to it. Um, the poem is a free verse, and I know it's a free verse because it's like I know if it was an iambic pentameter, because the line would be kind of symmetrical, and these lines in these poems are kind of, and this poem is kind of all over the place. It's very small. They got very long lines. Um, but like I said, the poem is very good. And basically, so the meaning from reading the poem, the meaning that I had gotten is that basically, so from the title, right? The title says, "When asked what I learned in elementary school, being bused from Metapan to Wesley," right? So basically, what I took out this is that basically he by the way, he is African American. I think that he is basically just detailing what he learned in elementary school, you know, and how to basically tolerate certain things, certain things that he has dealt with, you know, when he was younger, like black hair is very common. Another thing that I liked, that I really liked, was this line. It says, "I learned to drink the cafeteria's chocolate milk, my back wall braced to never trust sudden movements, to fight for every inch of every slide and swing." I like that because I think a lot of people have to, you know, have went through this. And it's not that it's not that they don't trust sudden movements, but it's just like basically you have to you can't really let your guard down, okay? And so with that, you just have to, like, if you want to really like do something or be something, you really have to fight for it. You know what I'm saying? It's not easily given to us, I want to say. You just have to work really, really, really hard at it. And so, and I think another good line is that to recite "Today, good day to die" every day. And I think that's a line, because I don't think he necessarily mean saying that, you know, today is a good day to die, but that I think that every day is that basically he feel like every day, you know, he should possibly could possibly kill himself, because like I say, it's really hard, and it's really frustrating, and it's really exhausting when you have to fight for everything, like I said. But I know I was gonna go way over the time, and I'm so sorry. That's why I should have picked a shorter poem, but I really liked this poem, honestly. because I like poems that kind of make me think. But anyways, thank you for listening.